What's up, outdoor people and fellow homesteaders? It's David here at Southern Outdoors and Homesteading, and it's been 2 weeks since I brought you a video again for various reasons. I got my phone propped up using one of those reasons, but I'll show y'all what's been going on around here. The main focus of this video is to show you and reveal what animals we have now, if I can find them. The new animals y'all been waiting on to find out what we have. Also, I was going to show you the problems we've had recently. So we've had 3 pretty significant storms, 2 of which have had over 100-mile-an-hour wind in them. Straight line winds, not tornadoes. So as far as the house is concerned, the house is fine. We've lost trees, we've lost parts of trees. In 2 of the storms, we've lost a part of the roof of the barn. Like I said, 2 different areas. So anyway, amongst that, we've got gardening going on. Still have power lines down in my yard. I'm going to show y'all around, give you an update. We'll start with this fiasco. We finished up corn, and I mowed it down with the lawnmower against my will, but I can't get a tractor in there. I'm holding my line up with 2x4. They came out and put insulators on my fence and my neighbor's fence. My neighbor's horse pasture fence is down. Yet we can't get them out here to get it fixed. So you live on Holly Springs Utility Department, everybody knows this is a joke around here. This is live. I got kids, keep that in mind, y'all know that. So I'm thankful that I have power still, but the pole broke off. And it is the utility company's problem. They have let me know that, so they've got to put it back up. Now it's our responsibility to hook the electricity back up to it once they put a new pole in. So see my nice new gas line. So I didn't realize this. We were leaking gas for 2 weeks. When this pulled up and I was out here disconnecting the fence right here, getting ready for them hopefully this week to come in, we'll move that fence. When this pulled up and when I was working on it, I smelled gas out here, so I had to put a new gas line in. It was leaking. It had cracked at the brass fitting. Now, other damage, this pole right here bent sideways. Now I have my trampoline anchored, so my kids' trampoline, just so y'all know, it didn't take it off in 100-mile-an-hour wind. This swing has been over twice, once on the fence, once this way. So you know, a couple weeks ago we had that break too. We had to put a new faucet. And while we're here, I'll show you. This is going to be the new jungle gym, fort, playhouse, whatever you want to call it for the kids. So their other one, the first storm, half of that big maple tree fell down and landed on it, and it twisted it up. It didn't break it, but it twisted it up. The second storm looked like a hurricane hit what was left of the tree, and there was not a straight limb or non-broken limb on it, so I had to cut it down. Now, of course, you know, we had a couple pawpaw trees. One of them died. We had another plum tree over here, but it died in the storms. Actually, I may have caused that one to die, cutting the rest of this tree down. That's what's left of the trunk. There's a huge maple tree. I mean, from there to there is about 36 inches, and from here to there is about 25, 26 inches. But you can see it's a swamping mess. We keep getting rain. Now there's the pile of limbs and stuff and tree parts to the roof of our barn. Got to get that to the burn pile at some point, but it's not hurting anything right now. Now, this tree will probably come down. As you can see, all of the tops are broken out of it. We're not going to have any shade out here, but it's not going to make it through the winter, so eventually it will come down, but I need to get that first. None of these limbs scare me like some of the other ones did over here. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to save that wood for smoking. It's perfect smoker size. Now, we had some limbs fall out of this, and keep in mind 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I just trimmed limbs. which the city has not picked up, county rather. But by the way, those limbs stayed, never moved. Anyway, the second storm took out a third of this tree. It took out this big trunk, and I don't know. We got lots of sunshine here, whereas this was all shade before. So I went ahead and cut one of these trees down in the front because it was pretty crowded in here. And we only have 3 of those blood orange trees left. This maple tree has 1 top out of it. I may try to save it, I don't know. Concerns me because the heaviest part of the tree is leaning towards the car. Not big on that. Even though it is a spare vehicle, it's besides the point. I don't want a tree landing on. You can see we lost quite a bit of shingles off the roof. I've got that to do. Now that we've made it through that, let me see if I can call them. See if I can call the new animals. You saw the last video was me building this fence. Y'all probably assumed what I was building, but I'm gonna break it to you what it is. Wiggy wiggy, wiggy 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 wiggy. They're not wanting to be social. Come here, wiggy wiggy, wiggy wiggy wiggy. Come on, wiggy 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 wiggy. Come on, come on, wiggy wiggy. Come on, come on. No, they don't want to come out. Wiggy wiggies don't want to come out. So I know it's hard to see, but on the right there, Ella named that one Biscuit, and the black one on the left, its name is Supper or Dinner. I don't know what James named it. Anyway, that's an old tornado shelter. Turns out I probably should be using it lately, the way we've had stuff. But it's kind of perfect for them to use. I'm gonna go ahead and break this news now. Those aren't pets. We're gonna take very good care of them. We're going to treat them as they should be treated until it's time for them to go to slaughter. We will be putting those up this fall. Some of y'all are going to say that's terrible. Some of y'all are going to say that's terrible meat. Well, here's what you got to know. Those are potbellies. Potbellies have always been bred for meat. In the United States, we've turned them into pets because they're very smart. That being said, they're a very, very fat pig. They're fatty, fatty, fatty. So you got to know what to do with it. Lots of marbling in the meat. I am trying to keep them leaned out. I'm going to turn them into sausage. They supposedly make amazing sausage. That's our plan with it. Now, I may keep the back straps. They're going to have some marbling in it. I may keep that for breakfast steaks. We'll see. I may tell the butcher to use his discretion, but they've got an appointment in November. It's July now. I'm going to try to get them to around 75, 100 pounds. They're around 40 pounds right now. Anyway, this is a rubbing pole for them. You can see the mud on the side already. They're using it. That's what I put it there for. And you can see their water hole was green, but they use it. You can see a little root. And, that's the new animal, guys. Y'all don't go nowhere. I'll show you what happened in the barn. So we are moving along. Show you what's going on in the garden. The next video will probably be of me planting fall green beans and planting fall squash. So what's all my animals doing? What? Y'all aren't babies no more. What? Free range rabbits. I'm trying to eat that root over there. So, well, let me take you back up. I'm sorry. From right here to about right there to the roof, the center of the roof of the barn. The first storm took that and folded it up, looked like a can opener. Like you just took a can opener and twisted it. It twisted up and rolled across the back. Took the lading with it. I got that fixed, no problem. That was pretty quick. I did it the next day. But then, 6 days later, we had another issue. this part of the barn got taken out. And as you can see, there's wood in here. So it took a rafter, took a header, took all the lathing. By the way, this is rough cut and true. So that was interesting, cutting some of this stuff to fit. But I've got a new header up to the post in the corner. It's kind of hard to see, but it's done right. And I've tacked it back down. I do need a silicone some, but I'm not that worried about the silicone at the moment. This stuff didn't hurt as bad getting wet. My lawnmower, an old four-wheeler. The first time all of this was exposed, my quail and that rabbit got soaking wet, but could have been worse. Everything was terrified. But all animals in here are doing good. The baby quail are over here. They're not baby anymore. So, won't be long. We're gonna harvest another batch. Harvest another batch. These are a year old, these top 2 cages, but the bottom 2 are from this year and they're already laying eggs. So we're gonna harvest the top cages for food. Anyway, that's what we've been up to. Lots of work lately. Lots of chainsaw work, lots of carpentry work, lots of roofing. I'm about sick and tired of it. You can see somewhat. Yeah, there's a rabbit, isn't there? Here's Jamesy. Our okra's coming up real nice. We've got peppers. I planted some extra peppers. I got them on clearance. So hopefully they do well. Sunflowers are bent over from the storms, but they're still growing. I've trimmed up the leaves. We got cantaloupe right behind it, followed by a couple big pumpkins. And don't tear up my weed eater now. As you can see on this side, squash for the most part's gone. These are our tomato plants. We have the first few tomatoes will be ready today. And I've tilled this up. I'm getting ready to plant beans. We will be planting green beans today. There'll be another video. And that'll be my fall crop. So the center where the corn was is supposed to be where my fall purple holes are. But I can't make the utility company get out here quick enough. So I don't know if I'll get a fall crop of them or not. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you would, give us a big thumbs up on whatever social media platform you're on. Share us, Facebook, whatever. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. We're trying to make it 500 this year. We're about 275. So we got an uphill battle. Should have plenty of content coming up, gardening and canning. Kate's starting to do some filming, but in the kitchen and stuff, so that may help us out with that. But if you would, please subscribe. Comment down below what type of vegetables you like to plant for fall. Maybe give us some ideas. Appreciate it very much. And as always, we thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.